This is Veritas Files, part 2 of preparing for economic collapse, going through a risk mitigation outline. We just finished talking about energy security. Let's talk about food security. You need to establish an in-home 3 months to a year food and water supply. I said water. Okay? If you have food but you don't have water, you're screwed. You're going to die. Okay? There's not enough moisture in your food to even digest the food, to say nothing of actually hydrating you. So you need water. Most people need about a gallon a day. You can get by on less than that, but keep in mind it's for hygiene purposes, drinking and cooking with. You need to have, we'll talk about how to do that on an economical basis later. You need to establish 72-hour go bags, ditch bags, or bug out bags, whatever term you want to use for them. And the basics to know about that in terms of food security is that they need to have 3 days of food and water. We're talking about a can of nuts, or a can of sardines, or power bars, or MREs, or something that's relatively non-perishable that you can replace on an annual basis, and will get you through for 2, 3, 4 days in a disaster with some water. Okay, nothing that extravagant. You need to learn some basic gardening skills, small scale. Start a backyard garden. Pot some tomatoes. Grow them on your back deck, backyard, whatever you can do. Start small and learn how to grow some basic food items. Tomatoes are great. Peppers are great. Potatoes are great. Some basic things that will keep you alive. Okay. Learn to save seeds. That's a major skill to know. Learn to can homegrown food. Great skill to have. You need to purchase a kerosene-fueled heater. We talked about the kerosene reserve before, but that can be used to heat your home, boil water, and cook in an emergency. That's how it relates to food security. If you heat your home with it, though, just make sure you ventilate your home every few days, because you don't want fumes building up in your home. But it's fine for emergency purposes, especially for those first few weeks or months when you are transitioning to a new type of life. Lastly, you need to purchase gas or wood fueled equipment for outdoor cooking. This is a grill type thing that you can get. They make them where they'll just stand up on legs, and you can put a fire underneath them and cook over a spit on the grill. Or with a tripod, you can get a Dutch oven. Just make sure you know how to clean a Dutch oven and you know how to season it. We'll talk about personal security for a moment. I don't know that I'll get to the ownership of guard dogs, but we'll see. I recommend that you get a handgun, 1 rifle, and 1 shotgun. The handgun I'm recommending is the .357 Magnum. I'd get a 6-inch barrel, but a 4-inch barrel is more concealable, so it's up to you. I would get a revolver for just reliability issues. The rifle, I would get a .30-06 or something, a .308, something like that, bolt action. I would go with bolt action for ease of use and just reliability. If you don't want to do, part with that kind of money, just get a .22. Get a Ruger 1022 or a Marlin Model 60. They both sell for under $200. You don't need scopes for any of these guns. Just learn to shoot effectively down the sights. Learn to shoot iron sights well. Okay? Same thing with the handgun. Take it out somewhere. Learn to use these weapons. The shotgun, I don't have a specific recommendation. Mossberg makes some good ones. I'd get a 12 gauge, but it's kind of up to you. 12 gauge is probably the most common and one of the most powerful rounds you can get. So that's what I'd do. For each of these weapons, I'd have a minimum of 500 rounds for the handgun, and I'd probably go well up to into the 1,000 range. And I would have at least 1,000 rounds for the rifle, and probably 500 to 1,000 rounds for the shotgun. That's a significant amount of money, but it can be done. You just buy it slowly. Buy more than you use in a given year. I would immediately go out and buy about 5 boxes for each weapon, regardless. And that can be done. I didn't think I'd have enough time to cover the dog issue, so I will do that in the next video. Thanks a lot, guys.